This is The Great Expanse by JohnBab426 here on YouTube. Obviously, I keep forgetting to mute all my other devices because whenever I get a notifications, they show up on this video. Anyway, this is The Great Expanse by JohnBab426 here on YouTube. It's always a pleasure to record these videos, to edit them, put my unique spin on them for your listening pleasure, for your viewing pleasure. And if you've liked the videos that you've seen thus far, hit the like button, share these videos with other people that you know that like comic book related stuff as much as you do, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications. Which one? All. Not personalized or the one underneath, but all. So the next time a new video is dropped, you'll know about it second. I'll know about it first. Yes. You clicked on the thumbnail. You know what this video is about. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I actually listened to somebody that watched the trailer, but I was not watching along. Okay, it was on Discord. So since I was in the Discord room, I could not hear through the live stream anything related to the trailer. I only heard the reaction. It was a generic reaction. In other words, they didn't specifically go into anything about the trailer. They just spoke about certain characters. Okay, so this will be my first time watching it, and you know me, I love the X-Men. The X-Men. I don't think I've ever said this on my channel before, but the X-Men is the X-Men. No, let me just say it this way. I'm trying to get my grammar correct. X-Men is my favorite group of superheroes. Second is Justice League. Okay, but X-Men, I like them the best. I think they function the best as a team. There's not a whole bunch of solo acts that come together and form a team, kind of like the Justice League or kind of like the Avengers. You know, the Avengers are all individual superheroes as well. You know, Iron Man has his own rogues gallery, his own comic series. Captain America, of course. The Incredible Hulk, of course. Black Widow, Hawkeye, Black Panther. They're all solo acts that just came together. But the X-Men, they grew together. They were children. The original four. Is it 4 or 5? 5. I'm sorry. Cyclops, Beast, Jean Grey, Angel, and Iceman. 5, yes. They were children when they came to Charles Xavier's mansion in Westchester, New York, in upstate New York. Okay? And they grew together. They grew as a team. Charles Xavier was a surrogate father for them. He's a very parental individual. So they were a group, they were a team, they were a family. And then, I don't think the comic series did great, the initial run of X-Men. And then they sort of did a reboot with a few of the same... No, all the original X-Men were still in the same universe. But the team was started over with Cyclops and Jean Grey. Then we have Colossus, we have Wolverine, we have Storm, we have Nightcrawler, we have Thunderbird. And a lot of people aren't familiar with Thunderbird, okay? But he was one of the original reboot X-Men from 1975. Now, I believe the X-Men debuted in 1963 or 1964, but in 1975, they kind of did a reboot. And they were more colorful. They didn't have the uniform yellow and blue. But everybody had his own tone. You know what I mean? They had their own skin, basically. Okay, did I neglect to say Storm? Shame on me. But the X-Men are truly, like, probably the only group. I mean, aside from the Fantastic Four and Doom Patrol. Okay, and Doom Patrol is a DC property. All right. But yes, the X-Men are my favorite. I can't wait. Let's watch the trailer first, and then I'll get into my expectations. Okay, based on the trailer. Wait a minute, I don't know if I can do that because of circumstances. But yes, we are doing X-Men 97, which is a continuation of the animated series from the 90s in 3, 2, 1, go.
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listings.
Wow.
I'm grateful to have the chance to say goodbye.
Now that's graduation day. That's the series finale.
My X-Men.
Fate lies in our hands now. Now.
And that's where it ended. That's a shot of Magneto and the rest of the X-Men. Those look like the Morlocks.
Stay vigilant.
Daily
the
Bugle.
professor entrusted us with his dream.
That's a different voice actor for Cyclops. Wait.
No matter how dark it is, we
Magneto
must
on trial. That's in the comic book.
in each other.
Oh, that was cool. The statues of Magneto and Professor X. Storm will be.
We get
Different
this done
animation
by
too.
working together as a team.
Jeez, bub. Keep buzzing in my ear.
Oh, they don't have Cal Dodd? March. They look like a Egyptian-style temple.
Heads up!
Jean Grey's pregnant. Now that was hot.
To me, my X-Men.
Let's go, Cyclops.
Magneto.
The last will and testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built now belongs to me.
Okay. I was smiling until I heard Magneto's voice. I don't like it. He sounds pervy. But yeah, it really sounds pervy. I didn't like that voice for Magneto at all. And okay, let me try to put my thoughts together because I'm still processing everything. We don't really get any indication of a storyline, even though we do see Magneto on trial, and that's sort of a big deal in comic books. He had kind of a different uniform on. All right. I know that the X-Men versus the Avengers, he was kind of like the center of the controversy of it was a mini-series, X-Men versus the Avengers. Then it became bigger, like in the 2000s or the 2010s. But so far, I don't see any indicator of like a running plot line. So I'm basically going into this blind. I see they altered Morph. Was that Darwin or Morph? I think it was Morph. But he's like that pale white character. I see Bishop return, so I guess that has something to do with time travel. I thought I saw like an Egyptian structure, so I was thinking Apocalypse. Now, unfortunately, the voice actor John Colicos that voiced Apocalypse passed away in 2000. So that booming, that rich voice that characterized Apocalypse will not be here. All right. So that'll definitely be it's a loss, but I'm not going to give it an L. You know what I mean? No Cal Dodd to voice Wolverine. It was a little disappointing. It was. I'm not going to lie. It was something I was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to watch this on March 20th? You bet your bottom dollar. And that's an older term. Okay? But yeah, I'm watching this. Expectations. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember what they are. Expectations. Okay, first of all, let me clarify. Charles Xavier did not die. Okay? He was mortally wounded. He left Earth with Lilandra. I think she's called the Empress Majestrix, okay, of the Shi'ar Empire. She took him away. She said that he will never return, because if he does, he'll die. All right. So basically, he's kind of dead. So I guess they just had sort of like a ceremonial funeral with with a casket being lowered, and I guess all the X-Men that are in the know are like, well, he really ain't in there. He just can't come back here. So maybe it's just a public funeral. Because Charles Xavier, I believe, was Hank McCoy was pardoned by President Robert Kelly, former mutant-hating Senator Robert Kelly. But now President Kelly, he pardoned Beast, and he was like a strong advocate for Charles Xavier. So maybe this is a public funeral. You know what I mean? Just kind of like a ceremony. Maybe he's throwing it, or maybe he suggested they throw it. All right. But we don't see any enemy. We saw Sentinels. I'm sorry. We did see Sentinels. The Sentinels were done very well in the original series. And they're always just a menace. You know what I mean? Like the Sentinels they're not cannon fodder, not really, even though there are scenes where the X-Men are just, dicing them up because they're robots. So, anybody that's putting the series together, they don't have to worry about, censoring, without anything looking ultra violent. Big robots, so you just tear them apart. All right, so Wolverine just go crazy with his claws. So, I hated that ending of the trailer. It's like, why were they surprised? It seemed like they were surprised that Magneto was in the study. Magneto was right next to them when Lilandra's ship took off. So why is there this angst? Like, what are you doing here? He's like, Charles Xavier's last will and testament. He might as well snapped his fingers after he said that. Everything that was his is now mine. He just came off as a creep. Like, that was very cringe to me. Okay? Magneto was cringe. Alright? But my excitement is there. That energy is sort of there. I'm gonna give this trailer a B. B. All right, B plus, B plus, B plus for the trailer. Different animation style, different voice actors, but I think my sense of nostalgia will kind of just bring me right back into the mix. All right, because remember, how old was I? Because I think the series ended in '97, so I was a young adult, you know, when it ended, and now I'm an older adult. All right, so talking 27 years. You know what I mean? That's a large gap of time. I mean, they never even made X-Men movies or anything, like in between. Like, I don't understand. But if you ever watch any of the documentaries about the production hell, the nightmares that they had to go through dealing with Fox, like on a regular basis, how Batman the animated series thing to show shells and bullets, but like they had to be very careful as to what they showed on Saturday morning. It's something you should see it for yourself. But again, the trailer, B plus. I don't know how to do plus in sign language. If you like this video, if you like the trailer, if you like my reaction, if you like the thoughts that I bring to it, hit the like button. All right, write a comment or a dissertation if necessary in the comment section. David Brent, please let them know where those comments or dissertations go, sir. Down there, that's where your comments or dissertations go. Do your part, I'll do my part. So The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 can and will expand. It's in the name.